Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Heroes of the Storm. In today's episode, we're playing on the most recent update and going to be playing Chen. As always, feel free to leave a comment, like, or subscribe. I do my best to answer everything, really, honestly. But in today's video, our team comps are going to be Stukov, Butcher, Tracer, Asmodan, Chen versus Imperius, Cassia, Rexar, Medic, and Kira. Being that there's no tank on either side of the field, I think the enemy team comp is going to have us a little bit better. At least, comp-wise. But anyway, this video is about Chen, so if you weren't aware, Chen's abilities, Flying Kick is our Q, cost 10 brew, is going to kick through an enemy, dealing 125 damage. Our W is called Keg Smash, it's going to be small AoE, it's going to deal damage, and it is going to soak a target in brew. And then after this ability is used, it is going to switch over to Breath of Fire. And Breath of Fire is going to ignite the brew that is on people, dealing damage over time. What is it? Yeah, it's almost a full second cooldown that you need to use your brew before it switches over to Breath of Fire. Or, sorry, your Keg Smash. E is called Stagger. This is going to let you go completely invincible for the next 3 seconds, and once the effect ends, Chen is going to take 75% of the damage that was dealt to him in that 3 seconds. He's gonna get away, isn't he? Shit. Over time. He's gonna take it over 5 seconds. The damage cannot be modified, but we can drink it away with our shield, which is our trait, part of our trait, Fortifying Brew. Chen drinks from his keg, gaining 50 brew and 195 temporary shields per second while drinking. Pretty good stuff. Oh, Butcher, you didn't... I have some suspicions about this game, I'm going to be honest with you. I think my Butcher and my Stukov may not be actual human beings, but I could be wrong. There's just a lot of weird things that were going on in the game that makes me a little bit, concerned. But anyway... that being said, let's see, where were we? Right. The second half of Fortifying Brew is that it also is going to... Well, I guess this doesn't build into... It doesn't mention it anywhere in the trait, but Chen doesn't have mana. Chen has Brew. Brew is how he uses all of his abilities, and you get Brew by hitting your D buttons. And they don't mention the bar itself in the tooltip, only that you gain 50 brew, so I guess it's just understood that Chen uses brew to fuel abilities, but that's how it works. So globes do not give you mana back. Everything that you do requires brew, and you're always going to have to be using your D key to get it back. So whatever you do, remember to hit your D button, and remember not to interrupt your D button by hitting D and then clicking off in some other direction. I was so ready for Rexar just to let me kill that. He took so long to notice that we were just killing his stupid fucking camp. Anyway. So, yeah. That being said, that's all Chen's basic abilities. His heroics are going to be Wandering Keg, number 1. It's going to turn us into a big unstoppable barrel. Whoever we run into is going to get booped around. We do get a bunch of armor and movement speed off of it. It's pretty cool. I like the ability a lot. And then the other ult is called Storm, Earth, and Fire, and is going to take 1 second, and is going to split Chen into three bears, each who does different stuff. 2 of them are melee, 1 of them is ranged, and each of them is going to give Chen a new ability, and the third ability is going to be empowered. So whichever ability you use last is going to cause your bears to do something special. So it's kind of tough to... What was that? I need to look at that. There's a little timer down here on the thing above Chen's health bar with the stagger. Maybe it's just the window of time that we can stagger. Interesting. Trying to get on the medic here to put some pressure on the enemy team, but my team doesn't seem super concerned about going in with me. So we're going to back up And there it is. Finally. Medic dies. There we go. So now it's 3 versus 5 at the moment. Enemy team has 35 monkeys on the shrine, and now I'm missing abilities. So it's probably not great. Getting murdered in a choke point on the objective when we're up numbers is a little bit suspect, you know? Oh god, and we're all gonna die now. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Whatever. Enemy's going to get the objective. Nothing we can do about it. I'm gonna have to go soak some lanes when I'm up, so hopefully my team can deal with this Punisher jumping over the gate and punching down our buildings. Where was I? What was I saying? Oh, right, his abilities. So, Storm, Earth, and Fire, there you have it down there in the bottom side of the talent description. Storm is going to give us shield, Earth is going to leap to an area and slow enemies, Fire is going to give us attack speed. If one of those abilities is cast as the last ability, the shield, I think, gives you bigger shields. The attack speed is more attack speed? I could be wrong there. And then the area and slow is going to root, which is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And it's normally your means of engaging on backline targets. With Chen, you want to root them. You want to make sure they get stuck and eat a whole bunch of other damage from your I'm going to die. Or am I? We're just going to drink the pain away. Tracer's going to die, not real sure why, but, you know. There's no accounting for other people. I'm dead now. Nice. I should have gone all the way back, but I don't know why I expected my Butcher to try and save me in any way. Okay, well, the fort's just gonna go down. Our Stukov was soaking top lane for some reason and not healing, so I don't know. I really don't know. Something just screams to me, this person is a bot, and so is this other person. So I really just, I don't know. I don't know. There's no telling. Okay, talents out of the way. I mean, talents, build abilities out of the way. You know the word I meant. But the talents we're using are going to be the updated ones. Freshest Ingredients is our level 1. What this is going to do is give us 150% more regen from... Oh, we're going to do this again, huh? You want to keep chasing after me under the tower because you killed me last time? Is that how it goes? Just going to pop our ult. We're going to hit the others, root Imperious in place. I'm going to get all my shit blinded by Cassia, which is going to make him harder to kill, but he is going to die. And that is how you bait people with Chen. Not really. That was a really stupid play on the Imperious's part to even try to come under tower, but, you know, here we are. I really like the Globe Talent level 1, though, because that update is making the globes really, really, really big in lane. So it gives us 150% additional regen. Normally, I think globes are giving you 12% of your health back, so that means that they would be giving us about 30% of our health back now. I think that's how that math works. Ow. Can you just leave me alone, please? We've got our stagger going right now. We need to get out of harm's way. We've got our elusive brawler going as well. I'm probably going to eat those swords, aren't I? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'm just dead. Cool. He went right through my shields, exploded everything, didn't take any damage, didn't get any healing from my team, so here we are. I just don't know anymore. I just don't know. Looks like my Tracer is going to go in and die as well, not knowing that her recall is only going to teleport her back 2 seconds. Just getting absolutely popped. This is another Punisher down, and now we're back. It's a Butcher with Furnace Blast as well. I'm not sure if anybody noticed that or caught that prior to. It looks like he's probably... Wow, he lived. Stukov got the heals, actually. Pretty cool. This is such a weird game. Such a fucking weird-ass game. Pick up the globe. I'm not missing enough health to really tell how much that globe is giving me back, so unfortunate. Our level 7 is going to be Deadly Strike. Flying Kick no longer costs brew, and it is going to increase the damage as long as Chen has shields from Fortifying Brew. The other cool part about freshest ingredients is that we're going to get permanent shields. 50% of our shields are going to persist after drinking. So, see, and then this guy makes this kind of play here, like sitting up here with me waiting for the Rexar. And I'm like, that seems like a pretty human thing to do. I just don't know. Anyway, so we keep 50% of our shield after we drink and get it. So that means that we can use this ability, Deadly Strike, pretty much permanently to get extra damage off of our Q. Which is cool, because the burst damage from your kick is really helpful when it comes to killing things like the medic or securing kills on low health targets. It's nice. I like it a lot. I know it's probably not the most simple way to play Chen. Oh my god. Alright, we've got to use our stagger to block a whole bunch of damage, and now we're going to use our Storm, Earth, and Fire to block all of that stagger damage and run away. Completely run away, not even try to fight, don't even want to. Used the big shield at the end there just to make sure we're blocking all the damage possible. And now our team is inbound, so we might be able to go back in once our pandas are gone after we tap. Okay, alright, here we go. And interesting. Okay, there's the push back into the fort. Tracer looking really low. Nice recall to get rid of the dot, though. So back to the talents. The Deadly Kick and Freshest Ingredients just work really, really well together. They do help with the burst damage, trying to get to the back line and making sure that that medic has a bad time. At level 7, we're going to pick up Elusive Brawler here, mainly because all the attack damage on the enemy team that's pretty much all autos. So we're going to be blocking Imperious damage, we're going to be blocking Cassia damage, Rexar damage, and Kira damage, even Medic. I mean, Medic's not really going to be doing any damage, but her auto attacks can be completely ignored for, 2 seconds? Yes. So we get 30% move speed, and we evade basic attacks for 2 seconds. Our basic attacks reduce the cooldown of this ability by 2 seconds, and seeing as how it's only 25 seconds long, it's pretty decent. It's a pretty decent cooldown reduction. I already talked about the 10s, so there you have it. I do think Ring of Fire is a must at 13 if you're playing Chen to offlane, to get soaked, to go where no bear has gone before. Looks like Cassie's going to die, and this is how you tank with Chen. Dive in there, block all the damage from the tower with your shield from your trait, and you can use your Elusive Brawler to do the same thing. It's really good. I'm not sure why Butcher's dying on that side of the map. I need my stagger right now, and I need to get out with my Panda Pals. There we go. Now, we're going to take the Imperious kill. I'm going to live. I'm going to root these two real quick. We're going to go back in. Now I need to leave. If all 3 pandas die, Chen is killed as well. So, being cautious with your Storm, Earth, and Fire. I didn't get the globe. That is so fucking annoying. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So if you kill all 3 pandas and Storm, Earth, and Fire, Big Chen is going to die too. So if you're making, he's going to get that kill. What an absolute madman. Asmo. Mad. You get what I'm going for. Killed him with the demonic invasion too. Just full man mode. Here's my ult. Here's my deck. See you later. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. That Asmo is truly the MVP of this game, mainly because I'm not sure if 2 of my other players are actually real people. Yeah, but back to the build. Ow. Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire is on the same tier as Enough to Share, which is also very important for kind of the main Chen build. But seeing as how I'm the one soaking most of the lanes, Butcher is in. He's going in. Should we follow him? We're going to try. And the medevac gets away, but we're going to take both Imperius and Misha out of the picture, which is 20 meat extra for the Butcher since he completed his quest quite a while ago. And every little bit counts on that character in the endgame. So 13 talent tier for Chen is enough to share is also incredibly good because it's going to share your shield with your teammates that are around you, especially if you're playing on like melee heavy teams or dive teams where you want to go in with big groups of allies. Having that shield up on them and being able to use it on yourself to just save yourself all the time is really good. Makes everybody more tanky, makes you more tanky, just makes things awesome. Oh wow, okay. And it also instantly grants you the big shield too. So you're going to get a lot out of tankiness out of enough to share, but Ring of Fire is going to be the ability that helps you wave clear. So in this game specifically, I'm the one, apart from my Stukov, who just kind of randomly sits in the off lane sometimes, that's going to be soaking the waves. So having Ring of Fire on top of the wave clear that we have already is very important. Chen does not have a huge amount, mainly because you can't land your W on an entire wave. At least not with the talents that I have. So you can't hit a whole wave with your Keg Smash and then your Breath of Fire. You can only hit about half of it. And that's where most of his clear is. So having the Ring of Fire on top of that damage is going to make things easier to burn down, quicker at the end of the day. And that's what you want to have most when you're clearing. So that's why I took this one. If I'd been able to be with my team more often, I would have taken enough to share. Even pressure points probably would have been okay for getting onto that medic. So it's a pretty decent tier. I would say that you're going to be making decent decisions based on what you need for your comp and the game as it progresses. 16 though, we did pick up Celerity. This got buffed. So the cooldown reduction used to be 1.5 seconds per auto attack on stunned, rooted, or slowed enemy heroes. And then it's going to give Chen 30 armor for 3 seconds. I'm not seeing the armor. What am I missing here? Basic attacks against stunned, rooted, or slowed enemy heroes reduce the cooldown of stagger by 2 seconds and grant Chen 30 armor. So it must be auto attacks against crowd-controlled heroes are going to give us armor. I'll have to pay more attention to that. I mainly take it for the cooldown reduction because 2 seconds off of an 18-second cooldown is pretty decent. And considering the effective cooldown of stagger is more like 15 seconds, because the duration is 3 seconds, right? So since it starts cooling down right away, 15 seconds, every auto attack is removing 2 seconds from it. It's not bad. You get 3 auto attacks and you're about half cooldown. So given everything that Chen's going to be doing on the back line, especially against a medic or immobile heroes like Cassia, the cooldown should be up fairly often. Now, okay, there it is, finally. So he was slowed from our Keg Smash. Oh my god. Alright, yep. My team doesn't know how to focus the correct target, so here we are, and now I'm going to fucking die. I got my bears cancelled. I got my bears cancelled by their bear, and I hate my team. I hate my team. Let's get this camp and then try to kill the Imperius who's being healed by the medic and then run away. Oh, yeah, like it's a weird game. This was a really weird game. But as Mo's up here in the top lane doing his best to clear the shrine. He's got 22 all by himself. He dumped his ult on it. I'm not sure if that was a smart choice, but I guess he did get 2 more with it. So, oh, Tracer's dead, but so is Kira. Are we also going to get the Imperius? We do. Look at that. Everything turning up aces for our team because somebody on the enemy team walked into the wrong neighborhood. 2 people, to be certain. Yeah, I think Celerity is probably going to require a little bit of practice. Auto attacks in general, playing with characters like these, are tough, but I don't know. I guess the conditions that you get from Celerity are really good. Typically, you're taking combo strikes, though, to get the attack speed and to get the attack damage. Because Chen is typically diving the backline. He's trying to get on to targets where he can just slap them. And he doesn't necessarily want to initiate fights either. He wants to go in about halfway after everything's, broke open and he can do his things and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I don't see Flying Leap taken often at all. It seems like a really good mobility talent, but I don't know that you could pick it because it's on 16 and it competes with a lot of really important stuff for Chen. So, who knows? At 20, you do have some options as well, but I took Elemental Conduit, which means all of our abilities are going to get their empowered status, so they're always going to root, they're always going to give us big shield, and they're always going to do as much attack speed as possible. It's good stuff. Butcher down. We did take Kira as well, and here we are. So let's see if we can get on in here and get a big shield to try to root the Morales. There she is. Okay. Still... Okay, we popped the medevac. I think she's going to get away. Yeah, we weren't able to kill the medevac in time. Bummer there. So, we traded 1 for 1. Our ults didn't really do anything, which is a little bit unfortunate, but, oh well. Could be worse, could be better. There is a camp pushing bottom, so eventually we're going to have to go deal with that. It doesn't look like it's going to be right now, though. Maybe a keep in our future? It is 4-4. I mean, 4 versus 4. No, I guess we're not super interested in that. I'm going to back to deal with the camp, because I think that's more pressing, honestly. The other talents at level 20, though, are going to be Purifying Brew, which makes you completely unstoppable while you're channeling your brew for 1.5 seconds. So you're going to hit the D button, you're going to be unstoppable for 1.5 seconds, not during the channel. It's only during the beginning. And then Energizing Brew, if you channel your D the entire time, you are going to get 20% bonus health, 20% bonus damage for 25 seconds. Now, that is really good also. And if I didn't want the utility out of my ultimate for getting onto the medic and everybody in the back line there, I probably would have taken that. Oh, is that medevac gonna die this time? Yes, died mid-flight. Perfect. Gonna keep chasing because that's what we're doing. Everybody on my team is ready to kill Rexar. Gotta pop my elusive brawler here soon. Yep, there it is. Gonna get some shields back as well to get that burst damage onto Morales and slow her down, hit her with the breath of fire, save the day. Cassia still gets away, but as long as we get the medic kill, we can end the game. Oh, just blocking all sorts of tower shots. It's so good. Chen is so good at diving buildings. It's insane. And there you have it. I mean, I don't think much is going to change about this character. In the patch notes, they weren't really concerned with changing Chen a whole lot. They just wanted to give him some kind of boost talents that weren't being picked and give him a little bit more ability to kind of play in the lane. If you're playing on maps like Braxis, or if you're playing... Oh, they weren't bots. They weren't bots. They were just talking shit the whole time. I get it. Felt like bots. And I have chat off this entire time, so... Yeah. I You can see my confusion. Anyway, the Asmodan played correctly. Asmodan did the best, obviously, and both our Stukov and our Butcher were kind of not human. I don't even know, man. Like, I guess they're real, but they're not real. Who knows? Anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. I know it's kind of a weird one. Commentary all over the place, state of the game all over the place, but Chen also all over the place. So, I mean, there you have it. What more can you ask for? The build, freshest ingredients at 1. That's really hard to say. Deadly Strike at 4, Elusive Brawler at 7, Storm Earth and Fire at 10, Ring of Fire at 13, Celerity at 16, and Elemental Conduit at 20. Real good stuff. Thanks for watching, though. We'll be back tomorrow. I think that's going to do it for everything that I'm going to play on this patch that's been updated. I'm not super interested in Chromie after playing her for a few games. And I'm not going to play any healers apart from Uther either. So, here we are. See you next time.